Okay, welcome to our live transmission of the African Cup of Nations match day 2 for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yeah, it's going to be a cracker between two countries that share almost the same name. And we are going to see how that will pan out like for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I'm Dede Finaujogu, and I say welcome to our live transmission of this particular edition of Afcon. I'm not alone in the show. I've got Martins Giadon, a seasoned journalist with the famous Radio Rivers in Port Harcourt, and is also the CEO of Reuters International, Reuters Fitness Club. And it's good to have him join us live in this edition. Good to have you, Martins. How you doing?
It is, boss. It's my pleasure to be in the house, and it's quite a good opportunity we've had this evening to be able to give the viewers across the globe happenings, right from Fez, where the Super Eagles will be taking on the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. We expect a bumpy match this evening.
Yeah, as the players will soon begin to file out and take the normal match formalities. What are we looking like for this particular one? A cracker that has history at stake. It has a lot of name at stake. It has a lot of reputation at stake. So many things at stake for this particular one.
So much at stake. It's a game that the footballing community globally will want to watch out, because this is a country, these are two teams that are potential winners of the African Cup of Nations 2025. And looking at it, you will see that the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia and the Super Eagles of Nigeria share equal balanced records, previous outing, where they have 6 wins in about how many meetings, about 2 draws in each, and you could see
that's the history side of it.
Yeah, history side of it. Now you could see two teams that matches each other. But looking at the field of play and the quality of players paraded this edition of the Nations Cup, you probably prefer Nigeria to do well, because you have 2 good CAF winners in this squad.
You have Osimhen, you have Ademola Lookman in the squad.
And that will give you a lot of concern. Again, Osimhen hasn't scored in this competition. It means it's going to put a lot of pressure on him to score, and for him to score, there will be a lot of pressure on the attack, on the defenders of the Carthage Eagles. A lot of permutation will come in, because he's going to fire. He's going to be on fire. Osimhen should be on fire, because you know who he is. He always wants to score goals, and in trying to score goals, I hope that our own midfielder Iwobi will be at his best like he did in the previous match. Yeah, so that is going to make this game quite exciting. The Tunisians will want to sustain the leadership of the group. They are already topping the group with points, with goals advantage. And if we win tonight, we probably will have just qualified. If they lose, if they win, they probably will be looking at qualification to the knockout stages of the Nations Cup. But I tell you, it's something that we are going to see a cracker coming from Fez. The best of African football will be at play, where you will see the 2 great teams parading
from the north and the west.
One of the best from the north, one of the best from the west. They also said that in the east is that not actually parading the best of players in Africa. That's a story for another day. But I will tell you that yes, in the north there have been a lot of key players. We have the likes of Umar Yang, we have the likes of Salah. We have so much of the players coming from the north. But in Western Africa, you look at the Malians, you look at the Nigerians,
the Senegalese,
and then you begin to see
even DR Congo. I mean, they have a good player with Sutherland, who is doing so well.
So Nigeria is seen as a superpower in West African football. We are going to parade. We are going to showcase the best of African football, and that will put some bit of pressure on the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia tonight.
Okay, Martins, as we begin to get signals to go and join the first half of this encounter, does it look like the first half will be having more tactical display? The two teams, they are not new to each other. They are very familiar to each other. But before we look at that, let's quickly let you know that you can be part of the show. Yeah, let's have those scroll messages on your screen. You are going to win recharge cards courtesy of our partners, Carlos Miller and Company. We're going to be giving out recharge cards to top winners tonight, and the question simply is, predict the winner of this encounter by how many goals? Simple, right? Predict the winner of this encounter by how many goals. As we're beginning to get signals, the lineup is already out, and there we see Nigeria looking like it's going to be a 4-3-2 formation for the Super Eagles. So predict the scoreline of this by how the winner and the scoreline to that numbers on your screen, and you're going to be getting recharge cards courtesy of our partners, Carlos Miller and Company. By the way, Carlos Miller are now at Lagos bus stop at Agri Road and a new branch in Rumokuta, all here in Port Harcourt, just to serve you better. Are we going to see goals in this first half?
Exactly. We are going to see fantastic, not just goals, fantastic goals that are going to put the spectators on the edge.
From which angle?
Yes,
from
Nigeria?
Nigeria?
From both sides will score. Both sides will score. You probably have not asked me what the score line will be, but I will tell you that the score line will be very narrow tonight because the Nigerian side, realizing that they are behind in the group, will want to score more goals. Like I told you, the attacking prowess of Victor Osimhen is going to put on test tonight, and that will depend on the tactical play that Rstv is going to parade. Because we watched the last match, and some of us were not very impressed. Osimhen was always crawling behind the wall, and it's unfortunate that it continued to the end of the game. The coach couldn't realize that. If I were the coach, I'll tell him, like you asked me earlier, I'll tell you that once you fall on the back of the attackers, come back immediately and pick the ball, because they have understood that they know you have their key striker. I tell you, they're going to monitor you, and so don't rely all the time on all area ball. Though you are a very good header, good striker with the head, they are not going to allow you. And most of those balls will not reach you.
I think we're beginning to get signals for us to join off live to give you this particular encounter. It's Nigeria take on the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. We leave you now to enjoy the first half. Okay, signals are still coming forward. Once we get those signals, of course, we're going to join live to give you that particular one. And so you're joining our live studio right here in Port Harcourt. From anywhere you're joining us from, on Facebook, on YouTube, we are reaching you live from the studios of River State Television right here in Port Harcourt. All right, I don't know. I'm seeing the game going goalless.
I think,
or possibly a draw, like you said. It's very obvious that both teams are good scoring side, and so goals are going to come in for those of them that did betting. But I think it looks like a draw.
I think Nigeria will score like 2-3 goals tonight. Because Ademola will want to
2-3 goals.
Yes, because Ademola Lookman will want to score. Victor Osimhen will want to score. Remember, Chukwueze will want to score.
Even Frank Onyeka
will want to score. So that if you look at our lineup, they are mostly attackers. They are mostly attackers, and that will mean that obviously will score goal. We parade attackers that can easily be controlled by any defender in the world. That's a fact. It only will depend on the tactical play of Rstv to get these attackers get properly fed with ball. Like I told you, if
let's look at the formation now, like you quickly saw on the screen.
Okay.
Chel going for a 3-5-2 formation.
Yes.
As against the Tunisians that play their traditional 4-4-2. 4-4-2.
Yes.
Sometimes they do 4-5-1.
4-5-1.
Can this work tonight?
It ordinarily means that we'll be falling back to defensive play. They'll be falling back to defensive play.